During the 2023 presidential election campaigns and at its inauguration, President Bola Tinubu had consistently maintained that petroleum subsidy must end.
The fresh subsidy is gone.
His reasons resonated strongly in some quarters. It was even supported by international financial agencies like the IMF. Petrol subsidy had created a colossal hole in the nation's revenue. In 2021, 1.57 trillion was spent on subsidy, according to NNPCL data. And between June 2022 to June 2023, 3 trillion naira was budgeted for subsidy, a reason President Muhammadu Buhari toyed with the idea but never have the will to effect it. But Tinubu did it and said it was a necessity because the country's revenues could no longer sustain it. To put in context, the 2023 national budget is 21.83 trillion naira, with debt servicing to go up 60% of projected revenue. This means that continued payment of subsidy will leave the country with almost nothing to run with. And so, from 198 naira per litre, petrol pump price rose in June 2023 to the prevailing 613 naira. In July, the Tinubu administration announced that through its no petrol subsidy policy, it had been able to save over 1 trillion naira. However, even the 613 naira has not been sustainable due to fluctuations in the oil market and the foreign exchange market. In September, it was revealed that 1.68 trillion had been spent in August to subsidize PMS to keep the price at 613 naira per litre amid raging unrest by organized labor. The money reportedly came from the NNPCL's shares of NLNG dividend, raising questions as to who actually authorized the payments.
There is no subsidy whatsoever. We are recovering our full cost from the products that we import. We sell to the market. We understand why the marketers are unable to import. We hope that they do this very quick, and this is some of the intervention government is doing. There is no subsidy.
With no budgetary provision and the continuous recovery payments, legal provisions may have been breached. For instance, revenues from investments made on behalf of the Nigerian government statutorily are supposed to go into the federation account and can only be spent through appropriation of funds part of what is shared with the subnationals.
So the reason why we are still paying just above that 600 naira per litre is because someone is paying the difference. And that is what there's no other way to describe it apart from subsidy. So you can say it's coming back through the back door or it's not coming back through the back door, but definitely someone is taking care of that differential at this moment.
Recently, the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Agency, NMDPRA, met with oil marketers in the country, assuring them of government commitment to address some of the challenges of forex and bad roads, which marketers have said have disrupted their business.
Today, if you load a product from Warri or Gara, you will have to come all the way to Ibadan before you come down to the north, meaning that from Warri to Opela to Lokoja is a no-go area. It's a very serious development.
The NNPCL GMD Mele Kyari on October 9 announced that because of the country's forest crisis, only it can import petrol. While some marketers saw this as an attempt at monopoly, coming only 4 months after government had opened up the market for all, it became clear that the government was conscious of major price variations if others are allowed to import.
We as regulators have continued to say the market is open for everyone. We have issued licenses to all those who have applied, over 90 marketing companies that have got license to import premium motor spirit, and we have given them access to all the required support that they needed in order to ensure there is a constant supply of petroleum products in the country.
And the reality is that affordability is not there. So if you want to sell 750 naira per litre, it's not that easy. People will come and buy 2,000 naira. How many litres will I give you? 3 litres. So that's how bad it is.
The payment of fuel subsidy by successive governments in Nigeria has no doubt ripped the country of the necessary growth it thought to have attained in its 65 years of existence. But where does the country go from here? The government is now faced with the dilemma of coming clean to openly confirm a return of fuel subsidy or continue paying subsidy through the back door. Yemi Adebayo, AIT News, Abuja, Nigeria's capital.